All right, let's go over some of the Texe um, Mars books. So you can possibly pick these books up, you know, so you can understand what's going on um, in the world. Um, these are books that you guys probably seen, or have seen, or probably not. Um, but I'm just gonna go through the Texe Mars list. Um, you can reach out to me and definitely get a copy of these books out of this list. Um, yeah, just and I would definitely make sure that you get a copy. I don't charge much for uh, these PDFs, but it is the original information, so you can get this sent straight to you. Um, if you go out and you try to buy these books, you know it's gonna each and every last one of them, just out of this list, you're gonna pay a lot more. So definitely reach out to me. You know what I'm saying, and I'll work you out a, a price where you can get the PDF and you can read this book. So I'm gonna go through this list. Um, this is the Codex. This book, is one of the secret books that you would normally not see out in the public. So if you can get this book and read it, it holds a lot of information, in this book. All right, this book, America Shattered, is one of the releases. Also by Texe. Has a lot of information in it. About even current 2025 and future current events. You know what I mean? It has a lot of information in it. Definitely pick that book up. This is another book, Bohemian Grove. It talks about the occult. You definitely need to read this book, and it's going to give you an inside uh, view of what this is about. Um, it's highly uh, spiritual like information in this book. At the same time, it's uh, this is uh, more of the Satanist uh, group of people who. So when you understand why they like they are, um, even some of the political people, Democratic and Republicans, you know, uh, old and new, know about this information. And when you read this book, you're going to see uh, a lot of those political members participated in these types of activities. So check out that book. This is another book. That's a great book to read. You'll need to know what's going on. About these circles. About these uh, uh, groups of Illuminati members. Um, Also, you need to know about the energies, that these people hold, that they hold. So I'm gonna show you. Definitely get this book. Let's see. All right. This is the Conspiracy of the Six-Pointed Star by Texe. Definitely read this book. Search on the internet. All these books, look them up, search them. You know, add them to your collection, read them. This book right here is over 1,000 pages. This book, it speaks for itself. Conspiracy world. Right now, all the things that's going on in the world. With our government. So this book would be a great book that tells a lot of truths um, to what's going on in America, and on the planet in general. So this was a release by Texe as well. So definitely research this book and add that to your collection. So all these books that I'm showing you, you need to have in your collection of books. A lot of them you may can't get because a lot of these books get discontinued because they don't want you to read them. So if you have a hard copy of it, you're blessed to have it. If you have a PDF of it, you're blessed to have it because most people don't have that information. And, information is going to be the number one commodity, So information will be the number one commodity. So a lot of these people, they left this information. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't read these books, you won't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't want you to read books. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't read these books, you won't know that this stuff, exists. All right, let's keep going down the line. Dark Secrets of the New Age. Get that book. It's a lot going on spiritually, physically, and things that you can't see. You know what I'm saying, with your eye. You know, everything is not always physical. Everything is made up of energy. So everything is energy. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to look behind the veil and see the energy. And this is what they're playing with. So this book is a great read. Get this book. It talks about, one world order, of religion. You know, definitely get that book. All right. Days of Hunger and Days of Chores. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be those days. So this is supposed to lay out the way it's going to be after all the war, all the hatred, all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, when big famines happening, pestilence happening, famine is happening, tornadoes, all of that stuff where it's no life, everything is destroyed. You know what I mean? So from all of the political policies, from all of the things, and people not taking into account the earth and the things that bring life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got one earth, so it's like if you kill it, you know what I'm saying, you can't live. You know what I mean? So it's just like supposed to be common sense, but they don't think man is possessed and hypnotized and with control and power. And so it cause problems, making these decisions, and it's like destroying people is destroying the earth. So it will be days of hunger. It will be days of chaos. It will be y'all seeing it now. You're seeing throughout the world, and countries are, people are, are warring. You know what I'm saying, with each other. Um, but check this book out. This is another uh, Texe Moss book. All right. Okay. This is the DNA and Science of the Jewish Bloodline, um, by Texe Moss. Read this book. It's going to give you a lot of information on bloodline. So I don't want to stick too long on it, but it's about the DNA and the bloodline of a particular people. All right. These are the books that Texe wrote about. I mean, these are the books that he put out. Hell Mirrors. You know what I mean? Read this book. It's deep. Add it to your collection. Like I said, a lot of these books you might can find. A lot of them you might can't get them. Even though they advertise them online, they never send them to you. You know what I'm saying? So get this book. Definitely get a PDF of that. Let's hurry up and get through the list. Yeah, the synagogues of Satan. Read. I'm gonna tell you to read it. You know what I mean? So you can know how a group of people think and what they're inspired by. So if you believe in God, or if you believe in angels, or you believe in demons, or you believe in, I want to say those supernatural entities. Satan is not an uncommon talk for people. So for those people who believe in God, you should know that there's a lower energy, a upper energy, a above energy, and a lower energy, a good and a bad, a positive and a negative. So I would say read it so you can understand the psychology of the people who wrote this book and the psychology of the people who worship, you know, Satan, either worship God or either worship whatever whatever group or whatever they feel is their divine right to worship, right? So, because that'll be their divine right to worship whatever they want to worship. So if they worship Satan, or you worship God, or you worship, you know what I'm saying, Allah, whatever, it's still the same as in high end, positive, as in yin and yang, as in, you know, on and off. You know what I mean? So therefore, get this book, read it, so you can know the perspectives about why people uh, worship uh, these other entities. So, yeah, that was one that Texe. No, I believe Texe Moss. It was forwarded. It was forwarded by selling author Texe Moss. But yeah, this book is something that you need to read and have in your collection as well, so you can understand what's going on. So all of these books that I'm giving you is to understand what's going on. Okay. So, all right. This book is a great book as well. Please get it. Get the Texe Moss collection if you can. As you see, these are all PDFs. So I have the collection. I'm not gonna say all of them because I don't think I have all of his books, but majority of the ones that I wanted to read, I have. So definitely get this book. All right, let's go to the next one because I got a few more to show you. This one is a good book. I need you to read it, get it, take yeah, you can just make sure you get a copy of it, add that. I'm just helping you guys get your read up, your reading up, and not just that, so you can know exactly what's going on. So it's all about giving you the right books to read, um, and educating you on the books that's out there that you may not know about, that you probably will never read in your lifetime because you don't know about them. Okay, let's keep going down the line. Okay, get this book right here, Project Lucid. Uh, Also, get this book, you know, Robot Alchemy. All right, so y'all can know why we going into the phase of AI and artificial, technology and all the AI stuff. All this stuff has been talked about way before it even got to this point with the AI that you see now. So this is gonna basically tell you about uh, androids and cyborgs and stuff like that. Texe wrote about that. This was years and years ago. That these books, came out. So definitely get this book. Um, let's go to the next one. All right. So this is another one. Get this book. This is a little small text Moss book list for you guys, so y'all can be able to read. You know, um, see if you can get them on Amazon or wherever you can find them at. But if you can't, you can't find them. Well, if you get them on Amazon or wherever you find them at, you're gonna pay the price that you pay, whatever they're selling them for. You get in touch with me, you know what I'm saying, and get me a cash app, uh, and I'll definitely send you a copy of whatever you want, and whatever one of these books you want, and it'll be way cheaper, you know what I'm saying, than to buy it anywhere else. So you're not gonna find them anywhere cheaper than what I have them for the PDF. But you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you want it, reach out to me, and and I'll give you the price, discounted price on what I'll sell it for, and the PDF, so you can be able to read this book with no problem, and I'll just send it straight to your email. All right. This is another little topic about Texe Moss on Wikipedia. You can go in and you can go in on Wikipedia. You know what I'm saying, and going on Wikipedia and look up Texe Moss, and you'll see some of the information, about him. You'll also see when he was born. So this man been writing books way before I was born. You know what I'm saying? He was born in 1944. You know what I mean? And he died in 2019. But he has authored a lot of books, and a lot of people don't know about him. You know what I'm saying? And about the stuff he wrote about. So I'm just giving you that information. You heard it on this channel. You know, um, and not just that, I showed you some of the books, that you can add to your collection. Just send me a little message. You know what I'm saying? If you want a copy, like I said, you just have to cash app. You know, uh, cash app me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll send you the book. So I'm always give you the book for a discount. Because I want people. First of all, I want people to have access to this information, and you know where you know about it. You know what I'm saying? So you wonder why I know some of the stuff that I know, because I read a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that on my channel or on this channel that I even put out uh, nearly, you know, even 70% of my work. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that I have, like everything on my channel may be like 1% of what I have when it comes to information, all the way across the board on, in all industries. So I got a lot of information when it comes to, so, I can put out information and it, just like these books, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that I'm sharing with you, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sharing things that I take my time and read and things that you may not even know that exist. So that's why you don't know what's going on because you don't have this information. So I'm taking the time to show you these books. All right. So this one right here, The Destroyer, get that book. If you can get it, order it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it from me, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Any one of these books, any one of the books that I have in my collection, and this just one person that authored all these books that broke it down and told you what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, but we got other authors too. You know what I mean? So, but we want you to get the information and read it. You know, so remember, Texe Moss. Go and check him out. Look him up. And this is one of the last ones in this list here. The Voices of the Dead. All right. Yeah, get that book too. And you'll know a lot. When you read all those books, you'll know exactly some of what's going on. But you'll know a lot. You'll know a lot of key details. You'll be able to. He's gonna put you on point. On how that the inside work from his standpoint of view, and you know Luciferian energy. When you're talking about people who study, the occult. You know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead on and check those out. I'm Maurice Bay. I'm gonna continue to put out, more information. You know what I'm saying, for you guys. I'm not gonna stop. I just got other things that I be doing too. So, I try to make sure that, y'all get some stuff on, at this time. And then, it's just bad all across the world right now. You got Donald Trump and Iran and all of these other people, and it's just not a good time right now. So you guys need all the information that you can get, all the motivation that you can get, and I'm going to look to keep on giving you information. So the only thing you have to do, your spirit has to read this stuff and understand it. So I'm trying to show you how to counter and understand what's going on in this, to open up the door so you can see the big picture. So I'm Maurice Bay. Check out the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like buttons on all those videos. All the videos that I put out. All the videos that, all the uploads that I put out, like them. You know, watch them over and over. Look up the definitions of these words I tell you about. The etymology, all of that stuff. I'm doing all of this stuff for a reason because I know what's coming. I know the things that you guys gonna need in order to combat what's going on. So I'm leaving you little nuggets and I'm leaving you little pieces so you will be able to defend yourself. You'll be able to know what's going on. I'm telling you the truth about the government. I'm telling you the truth about keywords. I'm telling you the truth about case laws. I'm telling you, so on this channel, you're going to find things that would normally not be on another channel. You know what I mean? And then I share guys that I care about and people that I admire because, some of these guys have shared things with me, you know what I'm saying? But, even learning about all of this stuff is just amazing in a time frame that I learned it, and I know everything is about bloodline. I know where, majority of the people come from on the planet. I know how the politics work. I know what's going on, behind closed doors, and, with shadow governments and people who are just trying to see the world a bad place. and at the same time, I understand energy, I understand frequency, I understand waves. You know what I'm saying? I understand words. So, I know that a lot of these people are using words and sorcery and witchcraft against people. You know what I'm saying? Which is, it goes back to the codex, and because the codex is a cult, is a fraternity, is witchcraft. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's pure sorcery. How people social engineer certain things in order to work for a perspective, either a group of people. You know what I'm saying? Association of people. So this is pure magic, pure alchemy that you're dealing with. It's and it's energy. At the same time, a lot of these people are causing problems and creating chaos. Um, America is not in a great position right now, um, at all. A lot of other countries, people are not in a great position at all because they know what's coming. Um, it's going to be extreme weather, at the highest. You know, it's going to be more pestilence that's coming. It's going to be more plagues that's coming. It's going to be more people genetically disappearing, across the face of the planet, for unknown reasons that they would never figure out. But um, yeah, go ahead on and check out this list of books. And the reason why I'm telling you this stuff is, and I know this stuff because I just shared with you over 15 books. You know what I'm saying? That most people don't have this information. So if I read these books and it's in my head, I know exactly, what's going on when it comes down to America and these other countries and all of these people, who so say love God, are doing God's work. So, and then even that word God is out of order, um, based on the etymology. So, do your research. And tell you, do your own research. Don't believe me. Do your research. Get these books, read them, make your own decisions, and I'll continue on sharing more. I'm Maurice Bay, and I'm out.